Hello, this is Zipping, and I'm going to show you my Orc army and my 2 units of Dark Eldar here. Me, Wargamer Joe, you're not going to like me because I'm collecting Dark Eldar. Hee hee hee. But, I've got a lot of Orcs here. Most of them are specialty units. I've only got just over 70 boys or so. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to be getting more soon. I've got a battle force and set of knobs coming in soon, hopefully. But this is just generally my army. With the Dark Eldar here, I can get about 3,300 points or so. So it's not terribly huge, but it's not terribly small. Just going through, I have my 5 HQs. Right there in the middle, Ghazghkull Thraka is right next to a Big Mech with custom force field and a Warboss with an attack squig in front of 2 of the Assault on Blackreach Warbosses. Yeah, those, I generally field either that Warboss or one of those 2 and custom force field. For larger battles, yes, I will pull out Ghazghkull because his high points cost and the fact that he's a freaking tank helps out a lot. Next, I'm just going to go a bit further back to the commandos here. And I only have 5 of them, and Snickrabs, so they tend to die quite quickly. However, with the battle force coming in, I plan on converting a good chunk of them into commandos, which would include commandos with burners. So, I've got the extra pieces for that, and I'm going to be laughing. Behind them, I've got 1 full squad of 30 boys, with 3 big shooters, Knob with Power Claw, Boss Bull, and Heavy Armor right in the front there. And beside that is 24 boys with 2 big shooters and Knob with same gear. Now, with the battle force I'm getting, I'm taking 6 of the boys there and just maxing out that squad. I then have 12 boys in a truck with a rocket and Knob with same gear. Yes, that is a Chaos Power Fist. Yeah, I gave him a big chopper originally, and the power claw I gave that to the Stormboy Knob, and so I got a Power Fist instead, and there's still some conversion needing to do there because it looks odd. Next to them, my 10-man Knob Squad. Unfortunately, right now, no Pain Boy. However, with the Knob Squad I'm getting, I'm going to be getting one of them, getting a Pain Boy, and swapping out for one of the boys for one of the Knobs here, and they're also in my scratch built truck that can roll. I showed you that in an earlier video. Then moving on back here, I've got 5 Tank Busters, Knob with Tank Hammer. These guys can take out, I've used these guys in 2 Apocalypse battles, and both times they took out the Hellhammer. So they're doing quite well. I also have a Bomb Squig, which doesn't really do a whole lot, but still worth a shot. It's only 5 points. You may be wondering why there are some Headless Terminators and some Terminators here. These are the Assault on Blackreach Terminators that I'm going to be converting into Mega Knobs. I've only just started on them. I've mainly been working on school projects for most of the time, so I'm kind of stuck on conversion times right now. Here I have 5 Ludas. Once again, I will be getting 4 more with the battle force, so I'm converting Tank Busters, Commandos, and Ludas from the boys you get. These guys generally do quite well. If there's more of them, they would do better. Oh well, that is a quick fix. Behind them is 3 Killicans. I actually have yet to paint these units. Most of my army is fully painted. There's just some that actually do need some painting. The Killicans being 3 of them. These are the new Killican set. I have a rocket launcher, a Gradzuka, and a big shooter. So I think that's actually the 3 best weapons that you can actually give the Killicans. Maybe a custom Mega Blaster. I don't know. I haven't used that one before. It's that there's the Assault on Blackreach Dreadnought. I'm converting that into a Death Dread. If I can get an extra arm, I'll easily add that on. Give him a Scorcher and a big shooter, and that's good. Here's my looted Layman Russ from my brother's old Cadian battle force. Yeah, he's in a state of disrepair. I accidentally dropped him one time and the side popped off. I was able to put it back together, and then the cats knocked it off the table, and as you can see, I haven't been able to get around to putting it back together yet. Most of the conversions there was just taking cardboard from Oatmeal Crisp Box, cutting them into triangles, and just gluing them on wherever, and wherever I felt like, and adding in a couple of glyphs here and there. So overall, that las cannon on the front is actually just there to fill up the space, so it really is nothing. I generally fill that with a boom gun and 2 big shooters. Here's 8 war bikers, led by a knob who used to have a boss bull until it broke off, and that needs to be put back on. So I've got 8 bikers here. With the Battle Force I'm getting 3 more, but those ones are becoming knob bikers, because knob bikers are awesome. And in front of them, there's the 5 Storm Boys, like I said earlier. There's the knob with the Power Claw. So these guys are currently a work in progress, along with my commandos. So these guys are still being worked on, and then 8 Death Copters. I used to have 9, but the cat stole one of them, and I have yet to find it. So right now I just have 8. I showed you this guy earlier. I haven't actually gotten around to painting any more of them because of everything that's going on, but he still looks pretty awesome. I still need to actually finish him. This is the guy, it's pretty much entirely wet blending, so it's still a long way to go. It took me a long time to get that far, and I still gotta actually finish it. So that's my work army. That's about 3,000 points or so, and I'm getting a good chunk more in the mail at some point. I ordered it on Friday, and it's now Tuesday. I'm still waiting for it to come in. Now my Dark Eldar army is right now just 10 Cavalite warriors with Blaster, Dark Lance, and Sybarite with Blast Pistol and Agonizer, and sometimes Ghost Plate armor. That Ghost Plate armor generally there is points fill, so I hardly ever use it, and 5 Hellions with Heliarch as Stun Claw. I know the Stun Claw may not be the most optimal choice there, but I just wanted to try it out. The rules looked nice, so I wanted to try it out. Or in this particular thing, Orcs take priority over my Dark Eldar. I've been collecting them for coming up on 4 years now, and I'm got the last 2,000 points or so in the last year. Because my original army was Gazgul, 16 boys, 10 boys, 10 boys, Looted Wagon, 3 bikes. No, wait, that was before I got the 3 bikes. No, wait, yeah. 24 boys, 10 boys, 10 boys, truck, 3 bikes. And that's about it. And that's what I got, that's what I had going into the start of 2010. And then I got the Storm Boys and Snickrod. And after then, I've just been increasing my numbers with knobs and trucks, a little truck. I also had some tank busters and looters beforehand. The Killicans, Death Copters, more bikes, more HQs. And these guys I just recently spent not too long ago just painting on some highlights there. If you're wondering what paint I used, I don't remember the color for the green. I think it was light spring green from Apple Barrel. They're not very good base coating wise, but they're pretty decent with highlights. The teeth there is ivory from the same range. The metal is just mithril silver, and the white there is skull white over the codex gray, and depending on what piece of camo it is, that's the color I used for his clothing. Here it was, I believe, pumpkin orange for the red here, for the highlights there. Berry red, which I believe is a nice supplement for blood red there on the wires. Ivory there on the pants, it's kind of obvious. I think Macarite red on the stick bombs. Other than that, it's the same as the other guy. Pretty much, these guys are the only ones who are actually fully painted. I also dry brushed their bases with I forget the name of it, ivory. So their bases are slightly brighter than others, and I'm looking forward to getting my new units, because Apocalypse wise that'll give me a truck convoy. If you don't know what that is, look it up on the Games Workshop website. It has a couple of fun abilities where they can move up to 48 inches on road, and I believe they can inflict, if they're in base contact with each other, they can inflict a strength 6 hit on each other to move an extra d6 or 2d6 inches or something like that. I don't know the exact rules, but that's what I remember. I'm also, with the 5 knobs I'm getting, I can split that giant mob there into 5 knobs, and that way I have Ghazghkull's Bully Boys. And I'm also 38 boys shy of getting and if I go with the Ghazghkull's Bully Boys as a war boss, shy of getting the Green Tide, which is 1 war boss and 100 plus boys. 8 Death Copters short of the big Chopper Squadron there. 1 Death Dread, or 2 Death Dreads, or 6 Kill Cans, or any sort of combination like that, short of getting a Dread Mob. I'm probably going to wait to get the Loot of Wrecking Crew until I get more trucks. But overall, I'm starting to get some more apocalyptic stuff. If I can get another thing from Mini Wargaming, it'll be 3 more HQs. Shock Attack Gun, Grotsnik, and a Weird Boy. I know if it sounds really I know if I constantly lose my train of thought here, I am recording this at like 20 to midnight. And I'm trying not to wake my parents up, so that's what I'm getting at here. Overall, my army's kind of fluffy. In the latest Apocalypse battle, the only reason why I didn't just die before I even reached anything was because I got Flank March, which is awesome. It's pretty much the Snickrot's ambush ability for the entire army. So, that's really useful, and other than that, my army is relatively fluffy. The only things that are any really good are, well, my HQs. I've pretty much optimized all of them as much as I can with what they have. My knobs, they're not quite optimized yet, but when I get a Pain Boy in their midst, they will be. The Bikers are really nice. They can deal quite a bit of damage. Storm Boys, they're not too bad. If I had a larger mob, they'd probably work better. Tank Busters are kind of annoying that they have to shoot at the closest enemy vehicle, but I generally just throw them at vehicles anyway. And overall, my army is relatively fluffy. I don't really have any protection besides the custom force field, and I don't have enough vehicles to actually hold everything and expect them to survive at any length of time. So that's another truck. Lots of trucks and battle wagons and stuff like that. Another thing that I'm missing with optimization wise is a battle wagon. I know I am kind of missing that level of optimization, but I make do with what I have, and I can still deal lots of damage. My general strategy is swarm with boys, hit them with fast units, always have Snickrot in reserve, and just hop them on from any table edge and harass the opponents. And that's generally it. I haven't played a huge amount of battles lately, at least not on any major scale. I think the largest one lately was that 15,000 one that's up on Mini Wargaming. But generally my strategy comes with who I'm against. I played an 1850 point battle against another Orc player, and I won, but barely, because of his units. He had large Knob Squad, Ghazghkull Thraka, a battle wagon, 6 Death Coptas, a bunch of other stuff like that. I did pull a win eventually, but I only won by like 1 or 2 kill points in that scenario. So it was quite difficult, and overall I make do with what I have. I don't have anything utterly optimized, but I'm gonna leave you with a parting gift on Ghazghkull's highlighted face at any moment now. Yep, and focus. There we go. See ya.